Well, aloha. Today is a day I'm going to show you some cool weapons. I have 3 of them here. This is sort of just an introduction for people that have not seen certain weapons. I want to show them to you and give you some reasons why they're a good thing to have. The first today is an SKS. This is a Russian-built semi-automatic classic firearm, and it has this I forget why I'm trying to illustrate that. I don't need to. It's a bayonet, and I don't need to illustrate it at all. There's not that many bayonet slayings. When's the last time you've read about a drive-by bayonet slaying? There aren't any. It's irrelevant. And yet, much of the animus against these weapons is the way they look, because it has a bayonet, a large, prominent bayonet. Liberals don't want it, want to ban it, and prevent innocent people like me from owning them. Anyway, it is an SKS designed by a guy named Simonov in Russia. It uses a 7.62 by 39 millimeter round, goes in there, or you can stick a stripper clip in right down the front like this, and then use your thumb to stick it in, and then you've got 10 rounds as fast as you can pull the trigger, but not 10 rounds automatically. This is a semi-automatic firearm. It shoots these rounds out about 2,300 feet per second, and it's very accurate up to about 200 yards, and after that the accuracy falls off. Solidly made, easy to clean, and you used to be able to get a rifle like this for $100. Now they're $400 and more. Why are the prices going up? Well, first, general inflation. The government is inflating the money supply. It's putting a lot more made-up money into the economy. It's called quantitative easing, and that is BS for inflation. They're putting fake money in. Second reason is the government itself is ordering billions of rounds of ammo. And third, everybody's panicked that they're going to try to ban all these weapons or ammo or tax them, and so they're all trying to get them into their possession right now. And frankly, that's one reason why I have these. The next is this little Glock 19. It's a 9 millimeter. It uses a bullet like this. This is a little brass bullet. Now let's go a little closer. Maybe that's better. It puts it out at about 1,200 feet per second. You can let's see, what was I going to tell you what you can do? I think I know. This is a brand new 9 millimeter. You can take the magazine out and stick in the bullet like this. And you can stick 15 of them loaded side by side in this magazine, and then one in the chamber. So you pull the trigger 15 times, and you get 15 rounds coming out the end of the barrel. This is accurate up to about 20 feet. Beyond that, it gets wildly inaccurate, but it's not designed for beyond 20 feet. It's designed for self-defense. It's for when someone comes in your home, you got it. The bullet goes out at about 1,200 feet per second. So from the time you pull the trigger to the time it strikes your enemy is less than you can blink your eye in. That beats 23 minutes for calling cops. That's why you have a weapon like that. And finally, for practice, didn't mention what all these bullets cost. Well, I did some, but I acquired a standard Ruger 1022 little plinking rifle. These are wonderful little things. Let me see if there's anything in the barrel. I already checked the chamber. The barrel is free of obstructions. It uses a little tiny bullet like this. It's a 22 long bullet, and it goes out of the barrel at about 1150 feet per second, and it's accurate up to about 50 yards, and after that it just goes way off. It uses a rotary magazine where you put 10 rounds in, put it in like that, pull this back. When you let it go, it strips off a bullet and it puts it into the chamber. When you pull the trigger, the recoil pushes back the bolt, it ejects the spent shell, and then when it comes forward, it picks up the new round. So you can do that as fast as your little finger can. What's a 22 used for? Well, primarily it's used for kids and practicing and learning how the world of riflery and guns works. The protocols involved. All weapons are loaded at all times regardless. You don't point it at someone unless you intend to stop them. I learned that line the other day. And it's the rounds, when I first started shooting, these 22 rounds were, this is in the 80s, you could get a brick of 550 of them for $10 at Walmart. Now, the same brick is no longer 550, it's about 300, and it costs 18 bucks. So inflation is striking all of the whole world, and especially in guns, and the government loves it that way. This is easy to take apart. You unscrew this, you unscrew that with a screwdriver, this comes off, and I have made videos on how to clean a 22 Ruger with a wood stock, and there's no difference. That's just what the stock is made out of. It's a little lighter than wood, I think. So you have these gorgeous weapons, and you know, I've had all these weapons for a couple of months now, and they haven't hurt anybody. And I've got another weapon, my battlefield rifle, that is much bigger than this SKS. Oh no, that's not. Oh, here it is. This is the SKS round, and here's the round that goes to my battlefield rifle, a 308 round. It has a 20-round magazine, same principle as this, and off you go 20 times, because it's not a fully automatic weapon, the M1A. So I have these weapons to plink and to be ready to defend myself and my loved ones in case of attack from four-legged or two-legged beasts. I hope you enjoyed it. I was going to go out and shoot them today, but I got deviated from my planned track because I'm looking for a place closer to my home so I don't have to drive 30 miles up and 30 miles back just to shoot. And I'll find it yet. I didn't today, but I will. And then you'll see these things and the results. Oh yeah, and a way to save money. I get old pizza boxes, and I get these targets. You can buy one target, it's kind of thick paper, for 45 cents. But I use these like popcorn, so I took it to a 3 cents a copy maker and made about 100 of them. And then I take these cheap copies and I staple them on a pizza box. The pizza box is then stuck into the ground in a little slit that you make with a rock, and that'll hold it up. And then you shoot at it, and you can do your scores. I've been doing this since 1982, and no box has ever complained. Yay, guns! If you go to the net, there's this guy that sings, "I like guns." He's got all these guns. I don't think I'm a gun nut. I think I like opera more than guns, but in the end, it's the guns that'll keep the opera free. So there. Live long and prosper. Aloha.